Hello everyone, welcome back to My Heritage, My Pride. I'm Chef Ajay Chopra and I'm actually on the quest to find out those beautiful, traditional, authentic recipes because they had something so beautiful in it, but somewhere it's all getting lost. So I'm here to make sure that we don't forget those Nani Dadi recipes and those traditional recipes. Well, the festivals are here and so am I. I'm so happy that I can share my beautiful home recipes with you. And today I've got such an amazing recipe which actually can be made with oil but tastes amazing when it's made with ghee. Ji haan, I am talking about amazing jalebis, crispy jalebis which are fried in Desi Ghee. The aroma of the same just fills the whole house. Well, for me, jalebi and rabdi have a very special place in my heart because during my childhood, I would go to my Nani Dadi place and they would make these lovely goodies using pure Desi Ghee. Out of those, jalebi and rabdi stood out always. They're my favorite. But you know what? Today, everybody just goes out in the market and buys jalebi. But I don't know even if they are fresh or even made in ghee or oil. So I'm not sure. Well, this festive season, let's get excited and make those lovely ghee fried jalebis using Heritage cow ghee. Trust me, the flavor and the taste is outstanding. Let's get the heritage back. Let's get the pride back. The dough or the batter has to be fermented overnight and that's the only requirement of a good jalebi. On one side, we'll make the batter, but also we have to make a nice rabdi which will go beautifully with the jalebis and also the jalebi ka sugar syrup, which is the chashni. I'm taking 2 cups of sugar and in that I'm going to add 1 cup of water. Along with a few strands of saffron. In a pan, we're going to boil about a liter of milk and reduce it to almost half. Pieces of cardamom which I'm going to just crush lightly and then put it in the rabdi as well as the chashni. About 4 to 5 crushed cardamoms in the chashni and the same amount in the rabdi. When the milk is almost half reduced, I'm going to add half a cup of khoya. The jalebi chashni has to be just right because if it's thin, the jalebi will actually become soggy. And if it's very thick, it will just coat the jalebi but will not soak in. So you have to make sure that you know how much the jalebi syrup should be. The halwais say it is ek tar ki chashni. But what is ek tar ki chashni? A good test to know that how the sugar syrup is turned into 1 tar ki chashni is this. Once you pour the sugar syrup in some water, it actually becomes a liquid ball. And here you see it's actually congealed and this is a perfect ek tar ki chashni. For the batter, I've taken 2 cups of maida and in that I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of besan. A little bit of besan will give that extra crispness. And now we're going to add water to it and make a very smooth batter. But that batter is almost like a dough. So which means that you have to just whisk it and then do it with your hands. The rabdi is getting nice and thick. Now I need a little bit of sweetness to the rabdi and I'm just going to add a little bit of this sugar syrup into the rabdi. Well, I have already made this batter for you a night before and see the difference. The amount of batter just doubles up. It just ferments so beautifully. Now, how to make jalebis halwai style? A simple, quick hack. Well, the hack is if you have a bottle like this, which is called a squeezy bottle, otherwise you can just take a normal mineral water bottle, make a hole there and just start making jalebis. It's as simple as that. Let's start making the jalebis now because our rabdi and our sugar syrup is absolutely ready. Now all we need to do is get the Heritage cow ghee out because this is gonna make my jalebis super crispy and also very, very tasty. Before we start making the jalebis, I have with me a choti jalebi kadai. Now, if you do not get this kadai, actually this is available easily in the market, but if you don't get, take a pan which is almost this deep. The main science behind making jalebis is that the ghee should be less. The jalebi should actually first go down at the base and then float up. That's the whole idea. If you take a very deep pan, it won't happen. If you take a very shallow pan, again it won't happen. So you have to make sure that your pan is a little high, not so high, not so low. I'm going to be making these lovely crispy jalebis using Heritage cow ghee. Heritage cow ghee is made with traditional recipes and pure cow milk. This is your right choice because it adds amazing flavor as well as health too. We will start making the jalebis. Make sure the ghee is not too hot, otherwise the jalebi won't become as crisp. The chashni has to be hot. Then only the jalebis will soak in the chashni. Garma garam desi ghee jalebis can call anybody home. This amazing lip-smacking ghee jalebis are ready with some lovely rabdis. Now all you have to do is just dip them in and enjoy this festive season. Well, you all know that festivities are incomplete without something ecstatic. Your festivals are now sorted. This is your right choice because it adds amazing flavor as well as health too. हमने कहा था आपको Heritage Ghee नहीं तो festival नहीं. You can win big every single week. All you have to do is submit your cherished recipe to us. Woohoo! Well, there is a lot of excitement happening this festival season. So why don't we come together and start making these old, lost heritage recipes? I will see you in my next video. Till then, happy participating. #MyHeritage, my pride.